Hello, welcome to my channel. I am going to be making, for the first time today, a chocolate cream filled pâte jus cream puff with a chocolate ganache on top. And I hope you enjoy. It's my first time, so hopefully it all goes well. First we're going to make the filling because it needs to set in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours before you fill your cream puffs. So first you have 3 egg yolks, and you mix together your egg yolk with half a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And you are going to whisk that together. I'm sorry, hold on. Let me... We're going to heat up some milk. We're going to heat up 1 1/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup heavy cream, okay, so yeah, we're going to heat up the milk and the cream, and then heat that till it's about a simmer, and then you're going to cook it for about 2 minutes. So I'm going to turn on the stove. Next step. Alright, I'm going to turn it off for a second. Then you take about a half a cup of your mixture here, and you pour it in with the eggs to warm them up. And then you mix that together and kind of warm up the eggs. And then you slowly add this to the milk mixture. Alright, I'm going to slowly add it, and it says to whisk constantly. So I'm going to turn the heat back on. Okay, whisk constantly. Chocolate, the cocoa powder, and vanilla and salt. So it's 3/4 cups of chocolate, a couple tablespoons of cocoa powder, like a teaspoon of vanilla, and just a pinch of salt. So I'm going to get a pinch of salt. Okay, now it says to strain it through a mesh strainer. and then cover it with plastic, and then stick it in the fridge for 2 hours. So I'm gonna stick this through the mesh strainer. It is ready for putting in the fridge for 2 hours now. Alright, it has been about an hour and a half or so, maybe a little longer, that the filling has been in the fridge. So by the time I'm done with this, or done making the dough, and after it bakes and it cools, it should be perfect timing and ready to go into the puffs after they cool. So I'm going to mix in my pan here water. I think it's 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter, it's very soft, and then some salt and sugar. So, salt and sugar. So I'm gonna, alright, so I've got all those in here. I'm gonna mix it and bring it to a boil. My mixture is boiling, so now I'm going to add in a 1.25 cups, I think, of flour. And then you mix that in for a few minutes until it creates a film on the bottom of the pan. That is what it will look like when it is done. Alright, now it says to transfer it to a mixing bowl. And I've got that right here. And then let it cool for a couple minutes. Do that. Alright, and now I'm going to let it cool. Okay, it has been sitting for a couple minutes, so it says next to add in 4 eggs, 1 at a time, and then it says that the dough will separate after each one, so just keep stirring it, it should incorporate. Alright, let's do this. As you can see, it is super sticky, which is what it said it should be. So, alright, this is ready for a piping bag now. Is ready to pipe. Alright, I'm going to start piping my dough. I did a little piping under the parchment paper to hold it in place so that it's not moving around while I'm trying to do this. So I have got my 2 trays done. I have my oven set to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And you bake them for about 30 to 31 minutes or so. So I'm going to go stick those in the oven, and then I will be back when it's time to fill them. Alright, they are all done baking. So now it's time for the filling, the best part. Alright, get my piping bag, and I got the filling right here. It tastes so yummy. To make the ganache, I got 3/4 cup of chopped semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 3/8 cup of cream, and then it'll half a tablespoon of cornstarch, which is optional. You don't have to use that. It's just for shininess. And so you stick the cream in the microwave for like a couple minutes, and then pour it over the chocolate and melt the chocolate, and then put in the corn syrup, and then it's all done. So I'm going to stick this in the microwave here. And set it for 2 minutes. Okay, the cream, hot, is done in the microwave, so I'm going to pour this over the chocolate. Just like that. Let that sit and mix in together. Now I should have a nice shiny glaze on top. Wonderful. Let's go over to the... Okay, now I'm going to dip the cream puffs, the top part, into the ganache. How shiny. I think I did a pretty darn good job for my first time. Oops. So I think I'm going to try one right now. Alright, here goes nothing. This one. Look at that filling. Those are very tasty. I think my biggest thing that I would say for myself for next time is to make them bigger, like about this size. I did have some that were quite small, and I think they cook too fast when they're small. So I think the bigger ones turned out much better as far as when they're cooked. But I think they turned out lovely. I will put the link for the recipe in the description below. And yeah, that is my first time making cream puffs, pâte à jus with a pâte à jus dough and a chocolate ganache for the topping. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.